So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our lesson. So, I hope you guys can hear me. So, once again, we're going to focus on speaking and writing, but we will start with speaking, and it's going to be a very important lesson. We're going to understand the main requirements and how we should develop our answers. So, the thing is, when it comes to IELTS, what is very important is that the examiner would assess you based on certain skills. Now, that's why we have an assessment criteria. So, we are going to understand what exactly we should do in order to achieve a very high score based on those assessment criteria. Each criterion, but the plural is criteria. So, if you look at IELTS speaking, remember there are three parts: part one, part two, and part three. So, part one, questions about yourself, right? So it's going to be very, not very, but personal. It's all about you. Part two is a monologue where you're given a minute to prepare and then you need to speak for 2 minutes. And part three, questions based on general issues where you have to give your opinion, analyze, or predict. So those are the three parts that you need to know. So I just want to show you how it would look at the real exam. So just give me a second. And also, guys, I want you all to understand the pattern. That's an important thing, right? So look at this, guys. Look at these speaking questions, right? Look at part one. What does it say? It says the examiner asks the candidate about him or herself, his or her, about their hometown, work or studies, and other familiar topics. What does it mean? That means they will always start with your profession, or if you're a student, about your studies. And then, guys, the examiner might ask questions about your hometown, about your family, studies, and so on. Then, you see, some questions related to your life based on a topic. Look at this: jewelry. Look, how often do you wear jewelry? Now, maybe for men, it's not that common, right? So you should just say that, I never wear jewelry, or maybe I do wear frequently because I like to be stylish. I'll show you how to develop. That's the main aim today. What type of jewelry do you like best, right? When do people like to give jewelry in your country? Have you ever given jewelry to someone as a gift? Every question type is going to get repeated at the exam. Now, once again, I'm saying not the topic, every question type. So the biggest joke we see in IELTS is where people say, prepare for these topics. No. And I don't think that's going to work. You need to prepare for these question types. So once again, look at the pattern. How often? What type? When? Have you ever? Now, have you ever is related to experience. It's related to your experience. So those are the question types you will have at the exam. So guys, then part two is a monologue. So here it says, describe an interesting TV program you watched about a science topic. You should say what science topic this TV program was about, when you saw this TV program, what you learned from this TV program about a science topic, and explain why you found this TV program interesting. So that's about part two. And then part three, it's actually about general questions. And as you can see, we have science and the public. How interested are most people in your country in science? Why do you think children today might be better at science than their parents? And then how do you suggest the public can learn more about scientific developments? So here, guys, it's not about you anymore, right? These are general questions. So we need to kind of prepare ourselves for that as well. So do you have questions about the format? So remember, part one, about you. Part two, you have to speak for 2 minutes, but you're given a minute to prepare. Part three, general questions. So those are the question parts you will have. Do you have any question related to this? No, right? Okay, fine. So guys, now I just want to show you. We're going to focus more on part one today, okay? More on part one, but we will definitely cover every part. So don't worry about it, but look at this. Languages. How many languages can you speak? You see, that's a quantity question. How useful will English be to you in your future? What do you remember about learning languages at school? And what do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn? So as you can see, we have many WH questions. That's what we're going to learn today. And the question patterns are the same. Now, that is the beauty of IELTS. Because if you look at PTE or if you look at Duolingo or TOEFL, right? They have become more sophisticated. What I mean is they try to check many skills at once. IELTS, they have very uh, common question patterns that you need to remember. So that's why, guys, if you look at this question paper, you see many WH questions, even in part two, like what the website, what you bought, how satisfied, and explain what you liked, right? Or look at part three, what kinds, why, what are some possible disadvantages? You see? So we have many WH questions. So today we're going to learn how to develop our answers for WH questions. Number two, we all know that at the exam, we need to use impressive words, right? To impress the examiner. Now, to do that, guys, we also need to understand the keywords. Now, for example, how many languages can you speak? So here it's all about can speak. So I'm fluent. I can also manage. So some expressions like that. How useful will English be to you in your future? How useful will English be to you in your future? Here, the key word is useful. So, if I were the examiner, I would like to hear synonyms related to useful. You understand? So, guys, what synonyms do you know for useful? Like, it's useful. So, you can't say, yeah, I think English is going to be useful. I want a nice expression. What do you know? Helpful, not bad. Helpful, yes. What else? Supports, maybe. It's essential. Well done. Very good. Mhm. Beneficial. Beneficial. Well done. Very good. I love the word beneficial. It will be an essential. It would support. Why not? Helpful, or it will come in handy, right? It will come in handy. It will come in handy as an idiomatic expression. I'm not saying like, you have to use it, but we can also use that. Mhm. Favorable to my to progress. Yes. Why not? Or it will come in handy. So do you see that? So these are the expressions we need to know. Okay. So guys, I think it's clear for you all. So I want you all to understand that. So before we move on to our presentation, remember one thing. The most important thing is that when you prepare with me in the long run, you should be at a level where you are conscious or you're aware of the question type. This is a WH question, and this is how I'm going to develop my answer. That is the level, guys. You see, so you can't be thinking about this vocabulary, that grammar. You need to know the question type and how to deal with that question type. That way, it's going to be easier. You understand? Yes, that's an important thing. Number two, guys, I'm going to go a bit off topic, is when you prepare, right? You have to take the mock exam a week before the real exam, and that's a must. If you take the mock exam 2 days before the real exam, you will not have any kind of support. Not that I'm being strict, because when you prepare for exams, you have to be disciplined. My favorite student Ramya is here. So in Korea English, it's different. You see, so we kind of learn phrases and so on. But this is an exam, and you have no clue the amount of responsibility I shoulder. It's a huge burden sometimes. You see, because it's very difficult even to train a teacher to become an IELTS trainer. Very difficult, and it's very difficult to delegate because sometimes they are not able to deliver the results properly. So on the other hand, the student also has to be responsible. Now, for example, guys, I'll be very honest, it's not so. I had a student extremely talented, but at the same time extremely disorganized. You see, so she couldn't achieve her required score. She wanted like 8, but ended up achieving a 7. That's a good score, but she wanted an 8. But the thing is, I understood that with her way of preparing, it's very tough. And I even provided an individual session for free, spending my time, but I understood that she's extremely disorganized. You can't help such people. Talent is one thing, right? Being smart is one thing, but being responsible and being consistent, it's even better. So, guys, I want you to understand that. So, why I'm saying this is that now onwards, you'll understand the question format. But when you prepare for the exam, right, when you're when you come to your last week of the preparation, you need to know these question types like WH questions, opinion questions, yes no questions. So we will learn that, but you need to be at a level where you understand the question types. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Now, let's start. So, guys, when it comes to the exam, the examiner will assess you based on four criteria. One is pronunciation, then we have fluency and coherence, then we have grammar, and then we have vocabulary. So, to achieve a 7 and higher, we need to perform well based on all four criteria, right? So it's difficult to remember every point that we should meet, every requirement for each criterion. So that's why these are the main principles. So when you answer, you need to give longer answers. So how often do you go to the cinema? I can't say I go to the cinema once a week. So I need to elaborate. Number two, we need to use specific vocabulary. You see, now, for example, useful, you gave me words like favorable, helpful. That's important. Number three, you need to organize your speech. I'm going to teach you all today. Number four, you need to use redundant language, like, well, actually, frankly speaking. Number five, you need to show variety with your sentence structures, like simple, compound, complex structures. So that's my job. Don't worry. But what you need to understand is if I or Steven, right, on the platform, if they give you a band six, right, you need to understand objectively, where did I go wrong? Is he saying that I'm not giving longer answers? Am I using limited vocabulary? Am I not organizing my speech? Do I use natural words to sound spoken? And number five, do I show variety with sentence structures? So those are the five principles you need to look into. Is that clear, guys? Yes? If you have questions, please don't be shy. Yeah? So these are the five principles. Remember, anyway, I'll be sharing the presentation and the recording. So yeah, should be fine. So guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on using a variety of sentence structures. Now look at this question. At the exam, you might see this question. Why did you choose this job? Because I like accounting. Because I've always liked accounting. I've always loved accounting. So it was a no-brainer for me. You see? So the third option is the best option because you see, it says, I've always loved accounting. So it was a no-brainer for me. We are developing an answer. Now, even for example, guys, why did you choose this job? So it's better to say, let me type. You can say like, since my childhood, I've enjoyed maths, right? So since my childhood, we always say since my childhood, I've enjoyed maths. That is why a path in accounting was the right choice for me. For example, guys, maybe it doesn't make much sense, but right choice for me. So we can use such constructions. So for me, or let's say for an examiner, that's going to be very impressive because you're using a complex structure. Is that clear? Yeah? Fine. So guys, we're going to learn that. Now, there are three types of sentences in English, and we need to use all three at the exam. But today, let's try to understand what do I mean by variety. Look at the simple sentence. I chose engineering because of my childhood fascination with maths. Or I've always been fascinated by maths since my childhood, and that led me to choose engineering as my profession. Or driven by a childhood passion for maths, I found myself naturally gravitating towards a career in engineering. You see, so those are like, it's more complex structures. Now, for example, guys, let me show you a Word doc. That way, it's going to be easier. One second, guys, just give me a second. Guys, look, okay, it's very important because we're going to focus on basics and it's very important. It's an investment, remember. Okay, so don't think I'm wasting your time. So guys, look, I enjoy watching movies, right? So that's a complete thought, right? I enjoy. Now, after enjoy, we always use the gerund. I enjoy watching movies. Okay, fine, right? But if I say I enjoy watching movies, right? And if I say, I don't have time, now both have complete thoughts, right? I don't have time. Okay. But for what I do, but I just don't have time. But it's I enjoy watching movies, right? It's also a complete thought. So what we do is we can connect this with conjunctions. Now, for example, I enjoy watching movies, but I don't have time, right? I enjoy watching movies, but I don't have time, right? So this becomes a compound sentence with but, right? Now, if I say I enjoy watching movies, I enjoy watching TV series, for example, or TV shows. Now here I can connect it with yeah, so I can connect it with guys with and, so it becomes a conjunction too, like and I enjoy watching TV shows. So these are compound sentences. You see, so that's good, but not always great. So what we can do is we can use clauses like although I enjoy watching movies, although I enjoy watching movies, I don't have time for it. You see, this is a complex structure. So, although, you see, although I enjoy watching movies, I don't have time for it. Or I enjoy watching movies, although I don't have time for it. Both are fine. Both are fine. You see, so I can use although in the middle of the sentence too. You see, so although, like I enjoy watching movies, right? But I can say, although I don't have time, although I don't have time. So both are fine. So this is how you score more at the exam. So the examiner would like to see complex structures used skillfully. Is that clear? Because when we use but, so, also, and, for, it's okay, but it's not impressive. So that's a band six, guys. Maximum six, usually a 5.5. This is where students don't understand why they are stuck with a 6.5, right? So we have to use simple, compound, and complex sentences. Do you have questions, guys? Is it difficult? Right? So when we give two contrasting ideas, now let's say uh, I love cooking. I do it once a month, right? So I love cooking, but I do it once a month. That means I don't do it frequently, but I love it, right? So here I can say, although I love cooking, I do it once a month, right? That's a complex structure. So the same principle I'm teaching here, right? I'm teaching here and I want you all to speak now. So don't worry, guys, you will get the opportunity to speak, but just a bit of theory here. So that's what we have done here. Simple sentence. I chose engineering because of my childhood fascination with maths. You see, I've always been fascinated by maths since my childhood, and that led me uh, to choose engineering as my passion. Driven by childhood passion for maths, I found myself naturally gravitating towards a career in engineering. So that's a complex structure. So, like that, guys, can you give me your examples? Like, I have, see, why did you choose this job? You see, although I had many interests as a child, it was my fascination with maths that ultimately steered me towards engineering. Or, as soon as I realized how much I enjoyed maths in my early years, I knew that a career in engineering was the right path for me. Or my decision to become an engineer, which was heavily influenced by my childhood love for maths, has been a fulfilling choice. Now, this is a non defining clause. You see, my decision to become an engineer, which was heavily influenced by my childhood love for maths, has been a fulfilling choice. You see? Now, for example, I've always loved maths, which has been my father's passion too. That's why, right? So you can actually use a non-defining clause to add extra points. Fine, guys. So look at these examples. Can you all answer this question? What is your profession? If you're a student, what is your specialty? If you're still schooling, I don't know whether we have schoolers, like, what is your favorite subject? So why did you choose this job or this specialty? Now, even if you're schooling, I'm sure you must be doing your A levels. So that means you have already chosen your subjects, right? Maybe you're doing maths, maybe you're doing bio, maybe you're doing arts. So you can actually mention that as well. So who would like to answer? Please.
Pak, 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 සප්පද්ද
You need to mute. Okay. Who would like to answer this question, guys? Go ahead. Now, for example, you decide to become a doctor or an IT specialist. Why? You can say, since my childhood, I've enjoyed. That's why. Something like that.
Hi, Nash.
Hi. Hi, Rami. Yes. Try.
To meet you again.
Likewise.
Yeah. So actually, as soon as I realized that how much I enjoyed ICT in my early years, I got to know that actually it will be the right choice for me, and I'm going on a right track.
Well done. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Rami, I'm very sad that you're not coming for the event on Sunday. How it's possible, Rami? Huh?
Yeah, I told her that if it's possible, I will try to come, but from Jaffna, I need to come, right? So
Okay.
that's why, I
Fine,
will
fine.
miss it. Yeah.
Fine, fine. Try your best, Rami. If you can, yes, it will be nice to see you.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank
definitely.
you. Thank you. Okay, fine. Who's next? So it's a very good answer, Rami. Well done. So, guys, you see, just be natural. Why did you choose your profession? Make it a bit complex, make it a bit more informative. Okay, that's all. Speaking, guys, not writing, huh? Speaking. So, Evgeny, you can speak. Evgeny, give your answer then. Go ahead. Okay, fine, fine. Who's next, guys? What about Agar, Ashini? Then I see you with your headphones, but I don't know your name. Yes, you like it's written user with specs. We see your face. Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead. You need to unmute yourself. I'm sorry. Yeah, you need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you. I'm sorry. We can't hear you. Yeah, please.
Hello, can you
Hello.
hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah, yeah, I can. Yes. Go ahead.
I'm doctor by profession, working for about 30 years from 1993. I have a passion, I have a childhood desire to become a profession because during my childhood, I had to get admitted to the hospital for a brief illness. Uh, the experience I gathered from that admission, I was motivated to become a doctor.
Well done. Very good. Very inspiring. Very inspiring. I'll take it. Well done. Very good. You elaborated. I like that very much. Yeah. Dhananjana, please go ahead.
Good, sir. Do I have to use this exact
If you can, yes,
example?
but it has to be a bit complex. Yeah. Try.
Yeah. Although I've explored many years in my younger years, um, it was my deep-rooted passion for international commerce and cultural connections, and ultimately drew me towards establishing my own enterprise, which specializes in science research and international trading. So,
Well, not bad. Not bad. Just need to be a bit comfortable. Dhananjay, I'll take it. For the first time, I'll take it, but
yeah.
fine. Kavindi, hi. Kavindi, what about you?
Hi, sir.
Hi. Go ahead.
Yeah, although I had a wide range of interest during my childhood, I chose psychology as a field of study because of my strong interest in understanding human mind and behavior.
Well, interest, although I had a wide range of interest. Yeah. And then, it was my passion. So don't repeat interest again. Use passion. Passion. Yeah.
Okay.
Well done. Who's next? Gotami, what about you? So, guys, we need to go. Yeah. Yeah. Fatima, go ahead. Ashfa, yeah. Hi.
Hi, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity, sir. And one of my dreams to become a accountant, but now I'm a teacher. Because of some struggles after my marriage journey, I start my career. So I thought teaching is very suitable for girls. Finally, I became a teacher.
Okay. What was your previous profession? I'm sorry, Fatima. You plan to become what?
Accountant, sir. I did
Accountant.
yeah, I did A level also commerce, but with the family struggles and everything, I couldn't complete the dream. But however, I started my journey through teaching.
Well done. Very good. So, Fatima, what you can say, although my passion was to become an accountant, or although my dream was to become an accountant, I ended up becoming a teacher due to family commitments or due to family circumstances, we can say, right? Circumstances. We can use that word too, but well done. Very good. Who's next? What is important is to try, guys, you see, because we can't always expect things to be perfect, right? We are learning, so don't feel shy. Who's next? Let's move on quickly. Yes. Okay, so Hashini, go ahead. Hashini,
Okay, hi. Since my childhood, I have a desire to become a scientist after watching a movie called, not a movie, the TV series called Spellbinder. Then ultimately, however, I become a food scientist and also a lecturer in food science.
Wow.
So now I'm a lecturer in food science and technology by profession.
Well done. Well done. Okay. So since my childhood, I've dreamt, or so since but that's the only correction, but well done. Very good. Very good. And it's great to know your profession. That's lovely. Sashini, go ahead. Hi. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. As soon as I realized how much I enjoyed marketing in my graduation, undergraduate time, I knew that's a career in marketing was the right path for me. So I chose to become a digital marketer in this field.
Well done. Well done. So I chose to become, but well done. Excellent. Lovely. Lovely. Love the fluency there. Very good. So Lahiruka, go ahead.
Yes, my decision to become an environment scientist was heavily influenced by the curiosity I had in each and every natural incident happens around me.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Pirani, go ahead. Okay, then I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. Fine. So let's move on, guys. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, when you're speaking to someone, just mute yourself, right? And fine. So, guys, look. Now, what I want to say is, I'm just giving you all sentence structures, and you'll understand how it's going to be useful in the. Tilni. So you have to mute Tilni. Tilni, we can hear you when you shout. Okay. So, guys. Fine. So, guys, look, now let's move on to the used to construction. It's a very important thing. You see, we use used to when we refer to things in the past which are no longer true. It can refer to repeated actions or to a state or situation. Now, for example, he used to play football for the local team, but he's too old now, right? So, when we speak about repeated actions in the past which are not valid anymore, we would use the used to construction. Now, for example, he used to play football for the local team, but he's too old now. Right? Now, think about your life. You can say, I used to watch movies every week, whereas now I do it seldom. Or I used to meet with my friends every month, but now it happens once in a blue moon because of my busy schedule. So, this is just to improve your fluency. So, here, guys, to show variety, we can use these complex structures. Now, look at this one. It says, I used to be very punctual, whereas now I often find myself running a few minutes late. Or using would with although. Although I would always finish my work ahead of deadlines in the past, these days I tend to complete tasks just in time. Or using while. While I used to wake up early every morning, now I often struggle to get out of bed before sunrise. Or combining would and used to with however. Like, I used to enjoy large social gatherings. However, I would now prefer quieter, more intimate meetups. You see, so we can use such construction. This is whereas, although, while. Guys, these are very important constructions because, quite often we just learn vocabulary and different answers, but we never focus on complex structures. So the moment you become familiar and confident, it's going to increase your scores. You see, now, for example, I used to be very punctual, whereas now I often find myself running a few minutes late. Although I would always finish my work ahead of deadlines in the past, these days I tend to complete tasks just in time. While I used to wake up early every morning, now I often struggle to get out of bed before sunrise. So these are the constructions we would use. So, guys, can you tell me about your life? How it is now and what you used to do frequently? Now, even you can speak about emotions. Like, you can say, I used to be nervous when I have to do something new, whereas now I am more calm and composed, right? I used to meet with my friends every day when I was a student. However, now I meet with them once in a blue moon because of my busy schedule. You see? So, can you create such examples? It's not difficult, guys. You see, I used to meet, I used to wake up, I used to drink, right? Whereas now, or however, or although I used to meet with my friends every day, now it happens rarely because of my busy schedule. So it's not a big deal. You see,
I used to spend
sorry, please go ahead.
I used to spend a lot of time with my friends when I was younger. I would normally spend all weekends in social gatherings. However, now I rarely leave my house.
Well done. Very good. Very good. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, when you speak, switch on the camera too, right? It's going to be unfair on others, right? Because it's a speaking lesson. So, it's very important that you switch on your cameras. Who's next? So, think about activities and let's move on. Yeah, Fatima, go ahead.
I used to spend more time with my children, but nowadays with the hectic schedule, I think I couldn't spend more time with them.
Well done. Very good. Well done. I mean, it's sad, but very nice construction. Well done. Very good. What about the rest?
I used to go to gym every day, but however, since I'm preparing for my IELTS exams, I don't think that I'm getting time to go around.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, however, right? Don't use but and however, but however. Understood. Great. But when I plan to take the exam, Angel?
May 6th, 7th.
Okay. Understood. Who's next? Let's go like that, guys. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Piyumal. Give two examples, guys. Try to be more flexible. Don't try to restrict yourself. Yeah, Rami, go ahead.
Nash?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to be very lazy in order to get off the bed before the sunrise. But nowadays I make sure to wake up early and be active.
Well done. Excellent. Excellent, Rami. I love it. Go ahead. Pavind, yes.
Hi, sir. I used to be very sociable person in previously, but life experiences have made me more selective about the people I surround myself within order to maintain my peace.
Great, great. Just say life experience has, right? Experience is always uncountable, but the rest is great. Wonderful. Very good example. Love it. Please, doctor.
Hello.
Yeah.
Although I used to watch movies at the theaters in the past with my busy schedule and commitment to the patients and other activities and family things. Now I don't have enough time to enjoy watching films.
Well done. Enjoy. Well done. Very good. Very good. Very nice construction there and quite accurate, actually. Well done. So, guys, let's continue. You need to speak. Let's start. Ashini Beula. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, I used to get up late in the morning in my week ends when I was single, and also I used to have a nap after the lunch when I was single. But now I don't have any free time. I'm very busy with my kids and with my jobs and with my studies and everything. I love to sleep, but I don't have time to sleep.
Understood. Understood. I understood. That's tough. That's tough. Tough, but well done. Yeah. So I used to get up. I used to get up, but I'll take it. Well done. Dhananjana, go ahead.
Although I would always waited for others to guide me in the past, but these days I just figure things out on my own.
Figure things on my. Well done. Very good. Figure things out on my own. Well done. Very good,
yeah.
Dhananjana. Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. Why I used to eat less, thinking I might get fat. Now I often eat more as I enjoy it.
Well done. Well done. And I think you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, Sashini, you don't have to really worry about it. I see that. Well done. Very good example.
No. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. Now, Dhananjana also gave us a point, guys. Since others prepare, make sure to speak. So I'll just tap on that. You see, he said, I would wait. You see, we have action verbs and state verbs. Action. Now, look at the definition action verbs. So, writing is an action, meet, like, talking, speaking, right? Cooking, jumping, reading, walking, these action verbs. So, here, guys, we can say, I used to walk to work. I used to walk to work 5 years ago. Whereas now, I drive every day. You see? So here, guys, I can say I used to walk, or guys, I can say I would walk. I would walk. Both are fine. Now, for example, my grandma used to tell us a story before bedtime. Or I can say my grandma would tell us a story before bedtime. So when there are actions, if the verb is an action verb, we can use both used to and would. But when we speak about state verbs like believe, you see, it's a feeling, right? I believe, like I know. Then, for example, love, hate, right? So with these state verbs, you can't use would. Now, for example, I used to believe, but I can't say I would believe, right? It doesn't make sense. I used to love, but I can't say I would love if I'm referring to the past. It doesn't make sense, right? Or I used to know, but I can't say I would know. So these are state verbs. So with action verbs, jump, run, talking, reading, cooking, watching, right? We can use both. And for IELTS, if you use would and used to in a very skillful way, it's great. It would sound really great. Okay, so guys, anyone else, please? Yeah, Hashini, go ahead.
During my childhood, I feel nervous. I used to feel nervous when I'm speaking in front of an audience. But however, during with the time, I have improved my skills, and now it has become my profession.
Well done. Very good. Lovely. What an inspiring story there. Well done. When I was speaking, so I used to feel nervous when I was speaking in front of an audience, but the rest is great. Well done. Who's next? Okay, what about the rest, guys? We have an audience, I see, yeah? Great. Yeah, Puma. Go ahead. We can't hear you. We can see you, but we can't hear you. So Puma, we can't hear you. Okay. Understood. Anyone else, guys? Ruchira? Sandun, yes, let's try. Sandun, yes.
I used to enjoy giving advices to farmers. However, I missed it due to my research career.
Well done. Not bad. Oh, now you're in your research career, right? Now you're into research. Yeah. So I miss it then. However, I miss it now due to my research career. Well done. Well done. Very good. Sandun answered. Yeah. Piyamal, would you like to try? No. Okay. Fine. So guys, I'm going to move on. So why are we learning this, right? So you see, you might have such questions at the exam. Now, for example, can you describe how your typical day now compares with your daily routine 5 years ago? You see, my daily routine has changed quite a bit over the past 5 years. I used to wake up very early for my job at a bakery, often before sunrise. However, now I work in an office, so my day starts a bit later, around 8 a.m. Then, guys, you can make a summary. Whereas I used to spend most of my day on my feet, now I find myself sitting at a desk for the majority of the time. Look at the next one. What hobbies or interests did you have when you were younger that are different from what you enjoy doing now? When I was younger, I was really into playing team sports like football and basketball. I would spend almost every evening at practice or games. These days, though, I prefer more solitary activities like reading or hiking. While I used to thrive on the competitiveness of team sports, now I find peace in quieter, more individual hobbies. Look at question number 3. Can you talk about how your use of technology has evolved over the years? My use of technology has definitely evolved. As a teenager, I used to spend hours playing video games or chatting with friends online. However, now my focus has shifted more towards using technology for professional development and staying informed. Whereas I once used technology primarily for entertainment, it's now a tool for learning and career growth. That's the comparison, guys. So if you look at these questions, I want you to prepare now, and you're going to work in breakout rooms. Look at this. Can you describe how your typical day now compares with your daily routine 5 years ago? Now look at your typical day now and your daily routine 5 years ago. Now, before you answer, think quickly. Is it hectic or it's well organized? Or, for example, do you have less time for entertainment? And in the past, you had more time for leisure activities. So think like that. You can say, oh, well, compared to 5 years ago, it has changed dramatically. 5 years ago, I believe I used to be more organized and I didn't have a lot of work. Whereas now, I feel overwhelmed or I feel very hectic because I have too much to deal with. So, although 5 years ago used to be very calm and pleasant, now it has become really stressful. You see? So, what I did was I summarized it. Now, that is called Band 8, Band 9 structures. It's up to you to think about it. Okay. What hobbies or interests did you have when you were younger that are different from what you enjoy doing now? So, guys, improvise. So, what hobbies did you have? Maybe you were collecting stamps or collecting stickers, or maybe you are collecting different albums of singers. Whereas now you're more into reading books related to self development. So you can say, although in the past I used to collect many things, now I'm more into reading because I'm really committed towards my self development, something like that. So I used to collect, I used to watch, whereas now I'm more into reading. So that's an option. How has your approach to fitness and health changed from when you were a teenager to your current age? So usually, guys, when we speak about our teenage life, what do? We eat fast food, we eat sweets, we indulge, right? We enjoy. And when we become older, right, we are very concerned about our looks. So we try to be more responsible. So what I would say is you can say, when I was a teenager, I didn't used to think too much about my uh, uh, diet. I wasn't that, I didn't used to be concerned about my diet. So I would eat anything. See, I would eat anything, starting from sweets to fast food. Whereas now, with age, I become more responsible. So I try to be conscious or cautious. Now, conscious means I'm conscious or I'm cautious about my consumption. So while I used to be very laid back or I used to be very easy on my diet, now I become more serious. You see? So that's where, guys, you achieve a very high score. So don't go out of topic. Okay, so guys, I've given you so many examples. There are model answers here. Everyone need to make an effort. So guys, before I put you into breakout room, I need to see some answers. I think it's not very difficult, guys. Right? If it's difficult, then you should not be preparing for IELTS. That's the truth. Because the examples are simple. Look, it's not difficult. I used to eat. I used to drink. So I used to eat a lot. I used to drink a lot. I used to collect. So the verb is simple. The base verb used to, or I would. Whereas now, that's it. So guys, 2 minutes, but I want everyone to make an effort. Yeah, Evgeny, go ahead.
I couldn't say that my daily routine has changed a lot during last 5 years. The only change that I would mention is the type of rest that now I prefer. So the day between 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. is completely the same. But after that, now I prefer video games and leisure activities like book reading or maybe something, a solitary hike. Whereas 5 years ago, I would rather hang out with my friends or watch a movie.
Well done. Beautiful. Excellent. Excellent answer. That's a very good answer. It's like a textbook answer there. Well done, Evgeny. Excellent. Lovely. Who's next? Just be yourself, guys. Just be yourself. Now, at the exam, right, you're not going to get time to prepare. So you have to be responsive, right? Should not take too much time. But now we are learning, right? So I'm kind of giving you that flexibility.
Nash?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if I would compare myself with the person who I've been 5 years ago, so I would say it's actually unorganized. I used to get late, and whenever I'm having, because I have been in my college time, so I used to wake up at the time whenever I am having the classes. Otherwise, it will be late. And if I would compare the current one with the past one, I would say that I am being punctual nowadays because I need to drive the calls and all, and meet the team and get engaged with them. So I would say more organized person currently.
Well done. Well done. So when I was, and so when I was younger, right? When I was, you say when I was, not when I
When I
have been.
was.
Yeah, but the rest is great. Well done. I'll take it. I'll take it. Lovely. Lovely. So guys, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's not pause. So others should come forward too. We have Isuru, Ishan, Dilmi, Beola. Yeah. Angel, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So 5 years ago, I used to consume extensive amount of junk food. However, whereas now I have been maintaining a proper diet.
Well done. You see, however, or whereas, don't use both. However, now I've been maintaining a proper diet. Well done. Very good. So, well done, Angel. That's a very nice answer. And then, you can elaborate. You can say, so that's why I feel more energetic, or that's why I feel much better overall. right? So because when you follow a diet, generally you feel great. So try to speak about the outcome, the result as well with your level of fluency. That's important, but well done. Very good. So guys, let's continue. Come on, let's keep the momentum going. Yeah. Hashini.
When I was younger, I used to collect stamps and bird feathers like things. But these days, at the present time, it has been changed totally. Now my hobbies are now my hobby is to my hobby is to read books and read scientific journals because it is very important for my profession and for the career growth.
Well done.
And however, there is one interest that has not been changed from the childhood, that is doing painting. That is painting. Still, I'm enjoying it during my free time.
Well done. Hashini, well done. Excellent. Excellent answer. And love the way you developed it, Hashini. So maintain that. Very good. Very good. Lovely. Dhananjana, go ahead.
Yes, sir. When I was an undergraduate 5 years ago, I used to spend a lot of time just hanging out with my friends and doing nothing really productive. But these days, though, I'm much more focused on building my own business and improving myself and also my career.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So you're doing many things, building your
Yeah.
own business, your career. Wow, impressive, Dhananjana. Well done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Beola, go ahead. Beola, yes.
Hello.
Well, thank you. It reminds me numerous. Sorry. Thank you. It reminds me various flashback because 5 years ago I was single, so I didn't think any food diet or anything. So I had various junk foods. But after my postpartum, I stopped because I became a little fat. So nowadays I organize my eating habit and I'm following a good diet. So my life changed like this.
Yeah, so my life changed dramatically, or you can say my attitude towards food. My attitude towards food has changed dramatically. You can use that option too. Fine. Beola, go ahead. Beola, please go ahead.
Hi Nash. So 5 years back, it's a time where I started my career. I used to spend more time at work those days. So whereas now I have started learning to balance my work life and my family life. Um that's the three.
Well, not bad. And always, well, that's very good. So you have changed your family life and your diet. So speak about the impact. You can say, and that has become really positive. That has really helped me to stay focused, something like that. So say some impact that will increase the score. But well done. Very good.
Thank you.
Great.
Hello.
Yeah, doctor, please. Yeah, please.
Hi. 5 years back, I used to eat a lot of junk foods, whatever I find. But I changed my working station to a uh, uh, clinic where patients are coming with various metabolic involved diseases. Then I was very concerned about the fat, the things people are undergoing. Then I changed my dietary pattern and follow more strict dietary requirements and all.
Well done. Not bad. Well done. Well done. But I'll take it. Lahiruka, please go ahead.
5 years ago, I was a very studious student who was stuck with books always, but currently, uh, I believe I am more practical with my profession. I'm applying all the things that I'm learning practically.
Well done. Not bad. Not bad. Well done. Very good. Yeah, Sashini, go ahead.
Yeah, when I comparing to my life, sorry, I start. When I at my earliest, when I at early 20s, like I used to be more socialized. Me and my friends, we would go for a chit chat and watch the sunset at the beach. But however, I feel like nowadays I'm less socialized because I would prefer a peace and quiet rather than the previous time. However, I would like to say that I enjoy my life rather than early 20s.
Rather than my early 20s would be better. You see, when I was in my early 20s, and then I was very sociable and sociable, not so. And then here you
Okay.
can say, yeah, I have, but now I've become less outgoing. So don't repeat sociable or socialized. Let's say I've become less outgoing would be better. But well done. I'll take it.
Okay, thank you.
Isuru, let's go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead,
when
Isuru.
I think about my life 2 years ago, I used to very calm and peaceful life by reading storybooks, listening to music when I ever love it. Uh, Before I selected my profession in nursing, in these days I spend very stressful life to manage my manage my life with heavy duty allocation. So I am a little bit struggling to find a peaceful time to spend my own life now.
Well done. Well done. So here it's better to say, however, these days. However, these days would be better. However, these days, but well done. Overall, well done. I'll take it. Well done. Fine. So, guys, need to speak. Guys, you see, need to speak. This is not like a webinar, right? You just come and listen and go. You have to kind of make an effort. But I'm going to move on now. Fine. So, guys, look, we will practice this a bit later. But now I'm going to come into the most important part, WH questions. So remember, when it comes to speaking, we saw, right, at the beginning of our lesson, there are WH questions like when, where, what, why, who, how often. So it's very important to develop answers. Now, this is 50 to 60% of the exam questions. Now, that's the most important thing. So, guys, you are, from now onwards, you need to understand you cannot run after predictions. There is no such thing. You see, so I really ran 4 exam centers in Russia. I genuinely ran. Okay. So I still hold this position of official IELTS administrator, but representing the Eastern European market. But the point is, right, I never had the opportunity to get the exam papers leaked. The system doesn't work like that. And I can guarantee, I can vouch for it. Even when we open the system, right, only the candidate gets to see it. And for a candidate to leak the exam question, guys, that's really pathetic because I see that now and I don't think that it's that corrupt. Because I work with the British Council very closely and I can tell you it doesn't work like that, right? So you should be matured enough not to run after that. I see that on Telegram channels. I see that on Google. I see that on YouTube. I see that on TikTok. But I think we are ahead of that. We can't be following that. Just because these questions came in May, I'll get those questions too. But at the same time, I can mention some topics get recycled. Yes, that's true. That's why we have the computer-based tests now around the world. So like PTE, questions do get recycled. But it doesn't mean, right? You prepare for a list of questions because I see that scam, guys. That's very pathetic. That's a marketing technique, and we should not fall for that, right? We are far ahead. So, what I'm trying to say is your approach should be different. You need to prepare for question types. Let the topic differ, but if you're prepared for the question type, it's going to be easier for you to deal with those question types. Is that clear? So that's what we're going to focus now. As you can see, we have when, where, what, why, who, how often questions. So how can we develop our answers? Now, the first one is like the what kind, like the WH question, like what kind of food do you like? Now we can always divide our answers into 2 to 3 parts. Now, for example, what kind of food do you like? I have a particular fondness for Italian food, primarily due to my love for pasta. Additionally, I greatly enjoy Korean cuisine for its healthy and flavorful dishes. Also, Mexican food holds a special appeal for me because of its bold, hot, and spicy flavors. So, guys, look at this. I have a particular fondness for Italian food, primarily due to my love for pasta. Everything is elaborated. Additionally, I greatly enjoy Korean cuisine for its healthy and flavorful dishes. Also, Mexican food holds a special appeal for me because of its bold, hot, and spicy flavors. Now, look at the same question type, right, with a different topic. What do you like about your job? So the keywords are what do you like about your job? So the keyword is, I'm sorry, guys, like, right? So here you can say, I love my job for a number of reasons, or I love my job for numerous reasons. Let me type that, okay? I love my job for a number of reasons, or I love my job for numerous reasons. So, guys, this is very important. So, you set your mind, okay? I love my job for numerous reasons. First of all, right, it's the job environment or the work environment. I'm sorry. First of all, or firstly, it is the work environment. In other words, whenever there is an issue, we always try to support each other and we never blame each other. On top of that, I'm quite happy with the salary. What I mean is, for my position, I'm being paid more than the market price or above the average price. These are the 2 reasons why I love what I do or I enjoy my profession. You see? So, what did I do? I organize myself. Now, the same can be approached with what kind of books do you like to read? You can say, I'm an avid reader and I love reading different genres. First of all, I enjoy reading novels because it helps me to relax after a long day. On top of that, I really fancy reading books related to self development because now I'm at a stage where I want to find clarity with my career path. Although I love reading various genres, these are the 2 genres I enjoy the most. Do you see that? So I'm showing more variety. And if you look at my keywords, right, I focused on like, and I gave points like, I enjoy, I'm fond of. That's the most important thing. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to show you different options, but let's try to focus on it. It's a very important thing, guys. Now, look at these questions. Look, what do you like to read? Right? What kind of movies do you like to watch? What genre of music do you prefer? Right? What sports do you enjoy watching or playing? What is your favorite way to relax? So take a screenshot of this model answer. Right? Choose a question and give me your responses. Then, guys, I'll show you more options and we'll work in pairs. So think about it, choose a question and show me your responses if you don't have questions. Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. So, for example, like I have a particular fondness for Italian food. Why? Additionally, I greatly enjoy Korean cuisine for its healthy. So every point is elaborated, right? So choose a question and then develop.
I can choose any question, right?
Yeah, any question, yes.
Yeah, so the question I take will be, what are your hobbies? And
There are several types of activities that I do as my hobbies, and they all are very different. First is crochet. I love doing crochet because I can create useful and beautiful things for my house and for my family. And I wear a lot of stuff that I do. The other one is ukulele. I do not play particularly good, although I just enjoy the process and the creation of music, even though many people would not call it like that. And the last one is hiking. It just allows me to uh, reorganize my mind and relax and isolate from all the stimuli that distract me during my daytime.
Well done. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So anyone else, guys? Let's continue. I'm sure you guys can do it. Who's next? So okay, just choose a question. Now, you see, what's your favorite way to relax? Favorite. So here, like, the most precious way, right? Or the way you enjoy, whatever. The most pleasant way to unwind, right? Or the most effective way for you to unwind. Like relax, we can use the word unwind.
Nash.
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I will select the question, what is your favorite way to relax? So, yeah. So, when it comes to relax, so relax in a sense, it's actually relaxing my mind, relaxing my whole body, and everything, right? So, when it comes to that one, I would prefer the most favorite one is going to the gym. So, whenever I'm um, getting into the gym, actually it will change my mood and everything, and I will feel uh, relaxed, and I will just do whatever the exercise I would like to do and relax in order to relax my mind. So on the other hand, I would prefer dancing because I love dance. So so in order to so it will help me in order to uh, be more energetic also. So in that way I used to dance also.
Well done. So that's why. So that's why I enjoy dancing as well. That's why I enjoy dancing as well. You see, so that's another thing, right? So that, yeah, well done. Pilni, would you like to answer? Pilni, go ahead. Yeah.
The way I want to relax is depends on the situation, especially depends on the time. If I had a long weekend, I used to travel away from home. Especially, I would like to travel to up countries and also mm, coastal areas as well. And if I am having a short holiday, I would like to stay at home. And I like to and I like to cook for my children and my husband. And also at night, I would like to watch a movie, like that.
Well done. Well done. and don't say like that. You can say, so yeah, these are the ways I would like to relax. So unwind myself, unwind myself. Well done. So I enjoy traveling. That's great. And you can say, so if it's a short holiday, I enjoy. Or if I had a so yeah, there are two ways, right? If it's a short holiday, I prefer visiting or prefer going. But if you say if it was a short holiday, I would. Then you're using the second conditional, Tilni. So if you say if it was, if it had, then I would. But if it is, I will enjoy or I prefer would be better. Yes, but then I'll take it. So Dhananjana, go ahead, mate. Dhananjana.
Yes, the question I chose is what kind of food do you like? I have a particular fondness for rice and curry, primarily due to growing up with it every single day. And additionally, I greatly enjoy Chinese cuisine because of its incredible variety of flavors and the unique way of balancing sweet, sour, and savory in every single dish in a different way. Also, spicy street food um, holds a special appeal for me for because of its bold flavors. Flavors, yeah.
Well done. Bold flavors, yes. Well done, mate. So you can say, you see, although like you use a complex structure, you can say, so although I enjoy different cuisines, these are the three I really adore. You see, although I enjoy all kinds of cuisines, right? So always try to show a variety with your level. That will definitely increase your score more. But well done, Dhananjay, well done, very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Lahirika, please.
The question I chose is, do you have a favorite time of year, and if so, why? So my answer is the favorite time of year for me is April, because we Sri Lankans we celebrate Sinhalese and Tamil New Year. That is for two reasons. First one is, in this particular month of the year, we prepare sweets that are very unique to our culture, Sri Lankan culture. And on top of that, in April, we get a little big vacation in Sri Lanka. So it helps us to stay with our family relations and spend more time and make our uh, uh, brain relax.
Well done, well done, very good, very good. I'll take it. Beola, go ahead.
Uh, Hi, Nash.
Okay, Angela.
Yes, so I chose a question, where would you like to travel on a holiday? So I would say I would love to travel around Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka is a country where you can explore beach to mountains within a 2 to 3 hours drive. But in additionally, if I have a long paid holiday, I would prefer to go on a holiday to overseas, where I can explore a diversified culture and then explore new food and find. So these are the reason I think I would like to travel on holiday.
Well done, very good. So in addition to this would be better. In addition to this, but well done. So, but in addition, don't use both, just in addition to this, and you elaborate. But well done, very good. Love the effort. Yeah. So yeah, Sashini, go ahead.
So the question I chose was, what sports do you enjoy watching or playing? So my answer would be, first of all, I have a particular fondness for carom, primarily due to my father being the very first coach of mine. Moreover, I would like to play badminton in my free time, as it helps me to burn my calories. Other than that, I would like to play LA, as it gives me the opportunity to bond with the team. So, therefore, those are the games I would like to enjoy in recent life.
Well done, very good, Sashini. That's an excellent answer. You see, love that. Very good. You should be very proud of yourself. Well done. Well done. Guys, you see, she spoke, and she spoke, right? So that's her third answer. third or fourth for today's lesson. And, she showed amazing progress there, guys. You see, that's what is called consistency, you see. So we have to kind of take that into account, guys. But well done, Sashini. Very, very proud of you. Well done. Lovely. Okay, who's next? Need to make an effort, guys. You can't, those who are not talking, I know it's not because you're lazy or reluctant. You're not ready to come out of your comfort zone, right? You think that you're going to be judged, but that's not going to work, guys. You see, Fatima is also great. Well done, Fatima. Go ahead. Fatima, yes.
Well, I choose the question, what is your favorite way to relax? With my hectic schedule, it's really hard to find a relaxed time. But when I feel it's really stress or something, I need a relax. I talk to my mama. When she was talking with me, and she's giving always the boost to get another time. So I really love to talk her. The reason I most like to relax myself is I'll take a good nap. I'll give up every work and I used to sleep. So those are the things I do.
Well, so don't say those are things I do. So those are the ways I relax. Those are the ways I unwind, or those are the ways I try to, unwind after a long day. Maybe that would be better. Fine. So guys, let's continue. Maybe a couple of people, yes, who would like to come forward. Yeah, Kavindi, well done. Very good.
So I choose the what is your favorite way to relax. When I was younger, I used to be traveling and discovering new places to relax my mind. But with a hectic work schedule, I don't have sufficient time to do that now. Therefore, now I mainly relax by painting because because it helps me feel calm and reduce my stress level. Additionally, I enjoy listening to music while I painting, as it makes the experience more peaceful for me. And also, painting is special to me because it allows me to express my feeling, my imagination in a creative way.
Well done. Well done. Very good. So here I used to travel. That's the only correction, but the rest is great. Well done. Very good. Hashni, go ahead.
I'm going to talk about the second topic. What do you like to read? I enjoy reading variety of materials, especially related to my field, which is food science and technology. For example, I like to read books and journals on the topics such as food preservation, food processing, and sensory evaluation. These reading the materials related to academic field is really important for my career growth, and it stay me updated in my field. Additionally, at the end of my busy day, I like to read novels to relax my mind. Overall, I enjoy reading during my daily routine.
Well done. Very good. Lovely. Lovely. I'll take that. Beola, I'm sorry. Beola, go ahead. Beola, I saw that you were trying to speak. Beola, please go ahead. Beola, please. Yes.
Hi Nash. So the topic that I have taken is where would you like to travel on a holiday? So I would like to travel to Dubai. It's a very beautiful city, and every year as a family, we used to go to Dubai and spend time. So this helps us to create a family bond and also enjoy time with our family as well.
Well done. Very good. Very good. Lovely. Beola, I'll take that. Fine. Yeah. Anyone else? Or can I move on? Okay, so guys, those who are making an effort, well done. Really love the effort. So let's move on. So guys, look, what I'm teaching is important for writing too. You will see that. So you will always have WH questions. You saw that, right? So it's not that, I'm improvising or I'm kind of, creating things on my own. So it's a very important aspect and rarely focused on. So once you know that, we can deal with any question type for that matter. So guys, I showed you one way to deal with this question type, like what questions or why questions or so on. Another way is like, to be more specific. Now, you see, maybe you don't have 2 points. Maybe you have only one way to relax, right? So why to force yourself to think about many ways? So what you can do here is to go with that general to specific. Now, what kind of food do you like? You can say, well, I'd have to say that I'm a big fan of seafood. In particular, I like to eat Japanese seafood because it's always so fresh. For instance, sashimi is delicious because the raw fish is so flavorful. Like that, we can say, well, what do you do to relax? Like, or how do you relax? Because, I usually relax in many ways, but I really enjoy reading a book after a long day as it helps me to unwind or as it helps me to release or like relieve my stress, relieve my stress. You see, I become more specific, right? So you can also follow this method. Now, for example, what do you like about your job? You can say, I love my job for many reasons. But what really makes it satisfying is that I get to help people to improve their lives. You see? So I really don't have to give many points. So if I know only one point that really satisfies me, then I would actually focus on that. That's all. Now, the next one, guys, is the depends construction. Now, that's wonderful. So here, I'm going to show you the example. What kind of food do you like? I think it really depends on the situation. If I'm working and have only a short break, I prefer to grab something quick like fast food from McDonald's. However, when I'm out with friends, I lean towards more exotic choices such as Thai or Indian cuisine. So here we use the depends construction. Like, what kind of movies do you like to watch? You can say, it really depends on the situation. If I'm with friends, we really enjoy watching thrillers because we love to share that excitement. On the other hand, when I'm all alone, I love watching horror movies. You see, so you say why? Because I've always enjoyed watching horror movies, and especially when I'm alone, that really excites me. I don't know. Or maybe, however, when I'm with my family, we enjoy watching family movies and mention some names, give some examples, right? Or if you have a question like, what kind of places do you like to visit? Because it really depends on my company or with whom I'm with. So, for example, if it's a family outing, we visit parks and cafes because that really helps us to spend quality time together. On the other hand, when I'm with my friends, we love adventure. That's why we like to visit the mountains, go hiking, because as a team, we love to enjoy that drive or that excitement. You see? So you can compare it. So what you need to do that now is to kind of think about situations and use these constructions. Next one, guys, concession. What kind of food do you like? Well, I'd have to say that recently I've developed a fondness for steak, and whenever I crave one, I head to Outback Steakhouse as their steaks are the best. However, I'm aware that consuming a lot of red meat may not be very healthy, as it's often linked to increased cholesterol levels. Right? So it's actually giving a concession. Next one, guys, avoidance. What kind of food do you like? Well, to be honest, I don't have a favorite kind of food, but I guess that if I had to choose one, then I'd go for something like pizza. I just love all the cheese and tomato sauce. So you use the avoidance. Now, for example, guys, let's say if the examiner asks, what kind of restaurants do you like? Because I enjoy all kinds of restaurants, so it's very hard for me to choose one. But if I had to, then most probably it would be Chinese restaurants because I love eating Chinese cuisine. Or I've always enjoyed eating Chinese cuisine because of the flavors, because it's spicy, something like that. Do you understand, guys? So this would help you to be more flexible. Okay. So, guys, I would ask you to go through this because I'll be taking this next time as well. So please go through. And on our platform, now those who haven't completed, it's actually our second lesson. Let me show you for every program. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, guys, so I have to log in, I think. 1 second, guys. Yeah, so guys, if you go to our if you go to our speaking part, right, it's going to be lesson 1.5. Okay, different types of part 1 questions. So it's the introducing our speaking, and I'm sorry, guys, it's actually not. It's it's the different types of part 1 questions. So please go through that. Okay, so 5 ways to answer WH questions is there 1.4, and 1.5 is the topic. And then, guys, you see, you can type and send your answers here. So you can record your answers and submit. So you can do it as a home task. So it is the same lesson. So just go through, record it, and send it to us. And either one of us, me or Steven, would check and give your responses. Fine. Yeah. So, guys, I have some announcements to make. Okay. So, number one, guys, today it's going to be a bit short because, my family is here. So I need to kind of take them to the airport at 10:30. So I need to leave now. So this half an hour, I'll compensate next time. So do not worry. Next is, guys, on Saturday, because, we had this holiday season. So we're going to have a session on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. SL time, and Moscow time, it's going to be 11 a.m. So it's a special session with me for reading and listening. So it's an extra session. So it's not compulsory, but it would be nice if you can attend because I'll be teaching some techniques. Now, for your group, we have lessons on Mondays and Wednesdays. But the thing is, guys, we kind of started certain things a bit later because of the holidays. And I feel like if you're taking the exam, let's say in May, an extra session is important. So I'll definitely conduct this session. And some of you all must have seen when we were kind of forming the groups, we would ask, can we start a bit early? Some people even inquired, but some people said they all wanted to start this week on Monday. So my thing is I would like to have this session on Saturday from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., maybe a bit extra. And there, guys, I'll be also focusing on writing. But the main focus would be reading. You see, because sometimes students struggle with reading, and I'll be focusing on essential skills. So if you can attend, please attend. If you can't attend, don't worry, we will share the recording. But the recording, guys, is just a recording. I don't think it's going to be really effective. But if you can attend, you should attend, guys. So don't get offended. Don't think it's we are having the lesson on instead of Monday. No. So Monday session would be on Monday, but this is an extra session in order to make things effective. So, guys, it's going to be through Zoom. You can even ask questions, but it's going to be extremely interactive. So it's not any repeated or anything like that. So it's going to be very unique, and you will love the lesson, guys, because we're going to focus on some techniques. Okay, so that will be there. Fine, guys. Do you have questions? It's for everyone, if you can. Yes. Do you have questions, guys? No, right? Fine. So, guys, remember our next lesson will be, our official lesson will be on Monday, but I'm planning to have this session on Saturday. It's going to be reading and writing. If you can, please attend. It's going to be 1:30 p.m. SL time, 11 a.m. Moscow time. Okay, so guys, I'll see you on Saturday then, and then again next week, guys. Okay, so have a great evening. We'll share the recording tomorrow, guys. Okay, and the PPT. Okay, take care, guys. Good night. Thank you very much. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nash.